Well, the collection is inspired by memories that I had as a boy growing up in the South. I mean, I used to love summer days when I would be creative and find ways to entertain myself. I grew up in a really small farming community with one traffic light. I mean, literally one traffic light. So with a community that small, I was forced from an early age to be really creative with materials and have fun with them. You know, I'm really glad now because that kind of childhood allowed me to really develop a creative spirit that I really have today as an adult. And I remember as a child playing in my grandmother's old cedar chest, and I still remember the smell of the clothes and how beautiful they were. But they were so old, and I also love that too. So I wanted every single piece in this collection to have that same antique cedar chest quality. It's like pulling something out of a cedar chest and, you know, remembering who wore it long ago and attaching memories to it and remembering them. It's really exciting to me. Well, for me, fashion is all about tweaking classics. And this season at Nigel, that means manipulation of fabrics to create textures. So this collection's textures literally came about by playing around with cotton fabric that I had. I mean, it took so many tries over and over and over again, but suddenly I had this one idea and boom, I tried it and I really loved it so much. And that's the foundation of what the texture in the collection is all about. I mean, I'm so honored to be surrounded by so much talent as I bring Nigel Who back to life again. It's such an honor to me. You know, to be able to work with Halverson Model Management and Tracy Halverson and her models, it's so perfect because it's like a full circle moment for me. I mean, I started working with Halverson Model Management and coming back and doing my comeback show, working with Halverson models again and Tracy. It's really special. And then having Beverly Zeese as the producer and her amazing Red Oats & Co. team, you know, it just stuns me and it makes me so happy and honored. And then to top it all off, my work has allowed me to meet the most incredible photographer, and he's even now a friend, and I love when art creates friendships like that. So he's Dan Garcia, and I love the way he shoots, and we have so many ideas and visions that are exactly the same, and it just blows me away when we talk, and it's really uncanny we have so many of the same ideas. So I guess for me, fashion, it's all about collaboration with everybody, you know, and giving a piece of the fun and the sun. You know, to me, that's what work is all about. And I've always been a giver and a sharer when it comes to publicity and promotion and success through hard work. That's just the way I am. Well, when I was a little boy, I used to stand in these great big shoes that my grandfather owned. I mean, I was literally in the closet, standing in his shoes, and I would imagine myself being able to fit into them one day and wondering what I would look like, you know, when I could fill them all out. And yeah, I did that with my grandmother's shoes as well. So I got inspired by that memory. And I used it for my shoe line. And I just love the idea of producing a shoe line that literally is creating handcrafted shoes that will be worn by people on the streets, by people who love shoes as much as I do. So it's the same feeling I had when I was a child. Who is Nigel? Why does everybody keep asking me that? It's the question I've always asked.